Hey guys, so today in this podcast, I want to talk about negotiations. Thinking like a boss, not an employee. Stay tuned.
So the big question is this: how are people like us, who didn't take on venture capital, who are spending money from our own pocket, just trying to be a laundromat entrepreneur, how do we market in a way that lets us get our services and our products and the things we believe in out to the public, and yet still remain profitable? This is the question. And in this podcast, I will answer that. My name is Victor Nichols, and welcome to the Laundromat Secrets.
Hey guys, so today I want to talk about negotiations. The reason I want to talk about negotiations is because our security union's contract is actually coming up due, and it just kind of popped in my head, and I don't want to say because it's definitely not me, our board is not looking at the whole picture. They're looking at it as a employee instead of a boss. So what I mean by that is that they're stepping up the table saying, gimme. You know, I want, but I don't want to give you anything. So during negotiations, to get a really good contract, you got to be able to convince the employer that you're going to give them something for them to give you something. So it's kind of a give-take concept during negotiations, and this applies to laundromats. So I apologize for getting off course a little bit, but it just irked me the most that it's they believe they're like, hey, you know, you guys are asking for everything, and we're not going to get anything at the table because we don't make money for the company. We cost the company money. Yes, okay, we cost the company money, but actually without security, the plant wouldn't be open. So you got to convince them why they should give you money. So, and then there's tons of reasons you can possibly give them, to good reasons to sit at the table and negotiate a good contract. And this applies to laundromats. So what I'm saying is, like, when you're sitting at the table, you have to look at it as you're the business owner, not the employee, because employees want. And then, like, the landlord's gonna be like, well, what do you have to give me? You know, yeah, I don't have to give you the space. I can give it to somebody else. It's all like, you're asking for all this stuff. I'm not gonna do any of that. Well, what do you offer me? You know, and that's the way the landlord's looking at it. So that's why I said you got to look at it as a boss, not as an employee when negotiating. So as a boss, you're sitting there thinking, okay, what can I offer the landlord to get free rent? What can I convince them on? And a few things like abated rent and him fixing up the electrical and the ceiling and the floor tiles and stuff like that is, hey, you know, I'm going to dump a couple $100,000 into the fixtures. So what that means is you can't take the fixtures with you. That's pretty much plumbing, electrical, ductwork. So you're not going to rip all that stuff out when you leave. That's a fixture, which is part of the lease. So you're going to tell them, hey, you know, I'm going to dump a couple $100,000 in that. I'm going to get all brand new machines. It's going to cost me $200,000 to $500,000. I got to turn around and market the place to bring more profit in. And this is how you're going to convince the landlord to actually help you fix up the place too, because he's thinking, you know, the place is ran down. You're willing to dump a ton of money into my rental unit to fix the place up, to make it look a lot nicer. It's going to spice the place up. And it's like, if he thinks you're dumping in, let's say $300,000, and all he's got to do is give you $10,000 to fix up the place, or 3 months of abated rent, or 6 months of abated rent, he's gonna be like, I'll totally do that if you're gonna turn around and fix up the place. No problems at all. So you have to think about a boss instead of an employee. Think like the landlord. What as a landlord, what do you want from your rental units? Your leases. So what do you want them to do for you to turn around and give them rent? So that's the concept you have to come by and think about. It's give the take. So it's not just gimme. You have to give something. You have to offer something to be able to get pretty much a reward back. So, and it's not really that hard. I mean, a lot of people overlook it like, oh my God, you're getting like 6 months free rent, 12 months free rent. When technically it's like, yeah, you're getting that, but your store isn't open. Or your store is closed for 6 months, but the other 6 months of that free rent, you're pretty much dumping all that money that you should be paying the landlord into marketing the place so that you could drive customers to that strip mall or to that business, wherever it's at. So that's what I want to kind of go over during negotiations, is to keep an open mind. Think about what you can actually offer the landlord or the employer to get good benefits back, I guess. So that's the biggest concept of this entire thing is you have to convince them that you're knowledgeable, that you know what you're talking about, that you're gonna totally improve this place and make his place, his unit, more profitable to him in the long term. So other than that, you guys have a good day, all right?